Let's go photograph some ducks. I've been sick for 2 weeks. It's February 28th, and I haven't gotten outside at all to do any wildlife photography. There are a lot of ducks out, so it's time to get out the floating hide. For 2 years now, I've had a floating hide by Tech, and I absolutely love it. So I'm ditching my ghillie blanket and my yoga mat, and loading up the Tech floating hide. It folds in half for easy storage, weighs less than 30 pounds, and I'm headed down the road. Saw an American Widgeon on the drive. First one of those I've ever seen. Get out my camera, 600mm f4 Canon lens, Canon R5, and I unfold the hide, and I gotta get it locked in. Mine's been used and abused pretty bad, so it takes me a minute to get it. I gotta fumble around quite a bit, but absolutely worth it. Floating hide is just a platform for your camera and gimbal, or ball head, whatever, that floats on the surface of the water. You put on a pair of waders and you get into the water and walk on the bottom, and your camera's floating just above the surface of the water. The hide, in my mind, is kind of made to look like a muskrat hut. I throw a little extra ghillie blanket over the top of it just to break up the shape a little, kind of 3D camouflage. I like to wear really heavy waders, especially right now. There's a lot of ice out there on the water. It's going to be cold. I usually park pretty close. If I'm not going to be parked close, then I use a soccer mom caddy to kind of haul everything. It's got 4 big wheels, and I haul it to wherever I want to go. But in this case, I was only parked 100 feet away. You can see I'm breaking the ice here to get the hide in the water. And the most dangerous part's coming up. What I like to do is put everything I want in the hide in there except for the camera. I set the hide on the surface of the water right by the bank, and then I go down to my knees and just slide in, hook the camera up to the gimbal, zip myself inside. I'm going to move a couple 100 yards down this channel, and then I'm going to sit still and just let the ducks come to me. Big key here is just don't drop your camera in the water. Don't drop it. Careful. Okay, we're in the floating hide, and now it's just time for the long wait. So I wanted to put the floating hide in a pond today, but the pond is frozen over. It's 50 degrees out, but overnight was pretty cold. I had to break some ice on the bank just to get the floating hide in. I'm dressed warm. My lower half's gonna get a little cold, but hopefully the waders will do their job. They're, I think, 800 gram thinsulate, so should keep me pretty warm. And we're hoping to get, a variety of ducks. I've never had a great shot of a northern shoveler, so I'm hoping for, a great photo of a northern shoveler. Obviously, they all took off when I got in. That's the downside of doing a sunset shot instead of a sunrise. Sunrise, you can get in at dark, and you get your photos much faster. But I've been sick, and I slept in, so we're gonna go for a sunset. That means I gotta scare all the ducks away and hope they come back. I'm right next to the road, and while that traffic is going to hurt me, that traffic should also help me. As the cars go, they disturb the ducks fly off, they settle somewhere else. If I'm quiet and I stay still in my floating hide by Tech, then I should get, some good photos. The thing that I'm hoping for would be northern pintails. Let me show you some photos I got of northern pintails at the pond last week. Alright, time to wait. Got a good 2.5, 3 hours. Got some mallards coming in. It's 5:26, so, sun's setting. just spooked a bunch of ducks, or had some come in. Let's see. Yeah, country's filling up.
Well, I was really pleased with the northern shoveler shot I got. Sun setting. Long walk back to the truck here. I'll show you the video of the northern shoveler doing the flap. If you pay attention to animal behavior, you can tell when a duck's about to do that. He'll start dipping his bill into the water over and over and over again, and just be ready. You'll see some photos coming up, some stills of that same action, because they'll do it 2 or 3 times in a row. There's one. And I'm just going to share some photos with you and some videos I took while I was out there as I'm putting the floating hide back away in the truck. I believe that's a Gadwall. Some video of it in a still. The video of me putting the floating hide away is unedited, so you can see it doesn't take too long to get your stuff out of it and get it folded up and put away in the truck. Here we got a northern shoveler again. Another nice portrait photo. He's bobbing up and down in the water, feeding off the bottom. This is a good day. Got freezing cold on me though. After 3 hours, I almost couldn't stand it. This is the luckiest I've ever gotten with northern shovelers. They're a pretty spooky duck. You know, mallards will come right up on you, so will blue-winged teals. The northern shovelers spook pretty easy. There he is with his wings all the way out in a still photo. I've just about got the hide put up already. So I think, what was that, less than 2 minutes to put it away. There's another still action shot of the male northern shoveler. Took a couple of black and white images. Well, changed them to black and white in Adobe Photoshop. When I do that, I go real heavy on the blacks, real heavy on the whites. Keep the contrast pretty high. And then after you do all of that, overexpose, and that's how I get that real pretty black and white image. Another black and white still. This is an action shot. This is the Gadwall taking off. This was the closest she ever got to me. That's almost an uncropped image. And once she got that close, she realized I was there. And poof, she was gone. That's a color photo, split second after the black and white one you just saw. That's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.